Hello everyone, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 14th, 2025, we're taking a look at NZDUSD, the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. We're going to analyze the recent news and events, and then dive into the charts to see what's happening from a technical perspective. Let's start with the news. Recent headlines indicate that the US dollar is no longer responding to yield advantages, suggesting a shift in market dynamics. We're also seeing the US dollar to Japanese yen breaking year-to-date lows with bearish momentum signals, and the US dollar to Canadian dollar closing below its 200-day moving average, although a Morningstar pattern hints at a potential upside. Overall sentiment seems to be that the US dollar is weakening amid market concerns. The NZDUSD has generally been increasing, with the New Zealand dollar in positive territory on Wednesday. Tariff changes and fears about the global economy continue to drive market volatility. Looking at the daily chart, we can see a choppy pattern over the past year and a half. There have been several significant drops, followed by periods of recovery. Zooming in on the last few months, since around December 2024, we can see the price has generally fallen from around 0.62 to now around 0.58. We can look for potential support and resistance levels. Around the 0.57 level appears to be acting as a support, having bounced off it a few times recently. The 0.60 level seems to be acting as a level of resistance. If the price breaks below 0.57, we might see further downside. If it breaks above 0.60, there might be some bullish momentum. To get a clearer picture, let's switch to the 1-hour chart and zoom in on the last few days. Here, we can see more short-term fluctuations. The price has been consolidating recently with some small pumps and dumps. Looking at the 15-minute chart, we can see the intraday volatility much more clearly. There are small support and resistance lines. Considering the news about tariff uncertainties and a weakening US dollar, the current consolidation could break either way. If negative news regarding US tariffs comes out, we might see a further drop in NZDUSD. Conversely, any positive news for New Zealand's economy could push the price upwards. So, what should we be looking for? Key levels to watch are 0.57 as support and 0.60 as resistance on the daily chart. If the price breaks below 0.57, a short-term bearish target would be around 0.56, with a longer-term target potentially down to 0.55. This is likely given continued USD strength. If the price breaks above 0.60, we could see a test of 0.61 and possibly 0.62. However, this is less likely given continued US dollar weakness. Keep an eye on news related to US tariffs and the global economy. These factors will likely be the main drivers of NZDUSD in the short term.